Can eating eggs boost immunity in older adults? That's the question I want to explore with you today. And I promise it's not just about eggs, it's about hope, strength, and the quiet fight many of us face after turning 50. Let me ask you something personal. Have you noticed that your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to? A small cold that once passed in 2 days now lingers for a week. A cut on your hand takes longer to heal. And maybe when flu season comes around, you feel more anxious than ever, knowing your immune system doesn't respond as quickly as it did when you were younger. This is not weakness, it's simply life. Our immune system naturally slows with age. But here's the beautiful part. While we can't stop the clock, we can give our bodies better tools to fight, repair, and protect us. And one of those tools may be right in your refrigerator, waiting for you every morning: the humble egg. Now, I know what you're thinking. Eggs have had a mixed reputation. For decades, doctors warned us about cholesterol, saying too many eggs could harm the heart. Many of us grew up being told to limit them to once or twice a week. But science has shifted, and with it, so has the story. Today, we understand that eggs are not the villains we once believed. In fact, they are one of nature's most complete foods, packed with vitamins, minerals, proteins, and antioxidants that may hold the key to strengthening our immune system, especially for those of us over 50. Imagine for a moment that your immune system is like a shield. Over time, that shield can get cracks. It doesn't protect as well as it used to. But what if you could polish that shield, repair those cracks, and even make it stronger? That's the role nutrition plays in immunity. Eggs, surprisingly, are like a natural repair kit. Let's dive into why. First, let's talk about protein. As we age, one of the biggest threats to our immune health is muscle loss, also called sarcopenia. When our muscles weaken, our whole body suffers, including the immune system. Protein helps maintain strong muscles, and eggs provide one of the highest quality proteins on Earth. A single egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of protein, and more importantly, it's a complete protein with all the essential amino acids your body needs. Think of these amino acids as the building blocks your immune system uses to build soldiers, the white blood cells that fight infections. Without enough protein, your army can't grow strong. But with eggs in your daily diet, you're feeding those soldiers exactly what they need to be ready for battle. Have you ever skipped breakfast and then found yourself exhausted before lunch, maybe even irritable or foggy? That's your body signaling that it needs fuel. Now imagine starting your day with 2 eggs. The protein not only keeps you full, stabilizing your blood sugar, but it also provides a steady stream of amino acids that support healing and defense. That means when a virus tries to sneak in, your immune system is more alert, more prepared. Now let's move to vitamins, because eggs are more than just protein. They're little vitamin capsules wrapped in a shell. One of the most powerful immune-boosting nutrients inside an egg is vitamin D. You've probably heard that vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin. But here's the problem. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing it, and many older adults spend less time in the sun. The result? A silent deficiency that weakens immunity. Vitamin D is like the commander of your immune army. Without enough of it, your soldiers may be present, but they don't get the right orders. Studies have shown that low vitamin D is linked with higher risks of infections, respiratory illnesses, and even slower recovery. Eggs, particularly the yolk, provide a natural source of vitamin D. It may not be enough on its own if you're severely deficient, but including eggs regularly gives your body a reliable boost of this essential nutrient. Then there's vitamin A, another gem hiding in the yolk. Vitamin A is critical for maintaining healthy skin and mucous membranes, which are your body's first line of defense. Think about your nose, your throat, your lungs. These are entry points for viruses and bacteria. If those barriers are weak, pathogens walk right in. But with enough vitamin A, those barriers stay strong, acting like a locked door that keeps invaders out. Eggs also contain vitamin B12, which plays a role in red blood cell production and DNA repair. And here's something interesting. Older adults often absorb less B12 from food, leading to fatigue, weakness, and a compromised immune system. By eating eggs, you're giving your body a steady supply of this vital nutrient. Have you noticed that when you feel constantly tired, your immune system also seems to give up? You catch colds more easily, and recovery feels like climbing a mountain. That's often tied to low B12, and eggs are one of the simplest, most natural ways to bring it back. Now, let's talk about antioxidants. You may be surprised to learn that eggs contain two powerful ones, lutein and zeaxanthin. Most people know them for supporting eye health, but they also play a role in reducing oxidative stress throughout the body. Oxidative stress is like rust forming on metal. Over time, it damages cells, including immune cells. By including eggs in your diet, you're essentially oiling the hinges, slowing down that rust and keeping your immune defenses agile. And we cannot ignore choline, a nutrient found abundantly in eggs, but often missing in other foods. Choline supports brain health, but it also plays a key role in regulating inflammation. And here's the thing, a healthy immune system isn't just about attacking germs, it's also about not overreacting. Inflammation that spirals out of control is behind many of the chronic conditions we face as we age. Choline helps balance that response, allowing your immune system to fight smart instead of just fighting hard. Now, let me pause here to ask you, are you starting to see eggs differently? Not just as a breakfast staple, but as a small, powerful ally for your health? If you've ever struggled with frequent colds, lingering fatigue, or slow recovery after an illness, maybe it's time to look at your plate and see if eggs are part of the picture. And if you're finding this helpful, let me gently remind you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way you'll never miss the kind of simple, science-backed tips that can truly change the way you age. Let's move into something more practical. How do we actually use eggs to support immunity in real life? After all, knowledge is only useful if it's applied. First, consistency matters. Eating one egg once in a while won't transform your health, but including eggs several times a week in a balanced diet rich in vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can make a measurable difference over time. Think of it like watering a plant. One splash won't keep it alive, but steady care brings growth. Second, preparation counts. Frying eggs in lots of butter or oil may cancel out some of the benefits. A better choice might be boiled, poached, or scrambled with a drizzle of olive oil. Adding vegetables like spinach, tomatoes, or peppers not only makes the meal more colorful, but also adds more vitamins and fiber, further boosting immunity. And third, quality matters. If possible, choose eggs from free-range or pasture-raised hens. These often contain higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and support immune health. It may cost a little more, but think of it as an investment in your body's defense system. I'll share something personal. A few years ago, I found myself catching colds far too often. Every few weeks, I was down for days. My doctor ran tests, and while nothing was seriously wrong, he said something that stuck with me. Your immune system is tired. Feed it better. That simple advice changed the way I looked at food. I started adding 2 eggs to my breakfast most mornings, usually scrambled with vegetables or hard-boiled on the go. Within a few months, I noticed I wasn't getting sick as often. I had more energy. My recovery time shortened. Was it just the eggs? Probably not. They were part of a bigger picture of eating smarter. But they became a cornerstone, a reliable source of nutrients my body clearly needed. That's the thing about health at our age. It's rarely about one miracle food. It's about building habits, small choices that stack up. Eggs may not cure disease, but they are a practical, affordable, and effective way to give your immune system the support it deserves. And here's where I want to challenge you. Tomorrow morning, when you reach for breakfast, ask yourself, is what I'm eating fueling my shield or weakening it? That one question can transform your day. If your answer is eggs, know that you're not just feeding your hunger. You're feeding your immune defenses, giving yourself a better chance at staying healthy, vibrant, and strong. I want you to imagine the next flu season, not with dread, but with confidence. Imagine your body standing tall, your shield polished, your army of immune cells ready. That's not wishful thinking. That's what happens when you consistently give your body the nutrients it craves. And eggs, simple and overlooked as they are, can be a big part of that story. So let me close with this. Aging doesn't have to mean surrendering to weakness or constant illness. Yes, our immune systems slow down, but we are not powerless. We have choices, and those choices matter. Eggs may be small, but they carry within them a promise of strength, of resilience, of better days ahead. If you've ever felt worn down, if you've ever wondered whether your body can still fight back, I want you to know this. It can. With the right nourishment, the right care, and the right mindset, your body is still capable of healing, protecting, and thriving. And every time you crack open an egg, you're not just making breakfast, you're making an investment in your health, your future, and your hope. So here's my invitation. Try it. Add eggs thoughtfully into your routine, notice how you feel, and share your experience. If you've already been doing this and seen a difference, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you're ready for more insights like this, don't forget to subscribe. Together, we can age with strength, with dignity, and with a shield that still shines bright. Because the question isn't just, can eating eggs boost immunity in older adults? The answer is yes, but more importantly, they can boost your confidence, your energy, and your belief that even after 50, you are far from finished. You are still growing, still fighting, and still winning.